welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to show you my new Christmas collection, which is on display behind me. First of all though, I'm going to show you a couple of new ear holders that are specially Christmas themed. So the first one is our candy cane holder, which has got a lovely candy cane pattern on the end and red and white stripes along the sleeve. And this is a standard size holder, so it will hold about 6 to 8 pairs of ears depending on their thickness. So that's our standard size, and we also do a large size which is a few inches bigger and holds 10 to 12 pairs. So this is available in our shop now. The next holder, I don't know if you can see the colour very well here. It's a lovely deep green velvet with sparkly sequin ends, and it's not particularly festive, so you could have it like all year round, but I thought because it's a nice deep green, it was kind of Christmassy, so I've put this in with our Christmas collection too. So this one again is available in standard or large size. So the last of our Christmas holders is this tartan holder, and that has a tartan print all over. Okay, so onto my ear wall, and this year there's a Christmas theme which is the Nutcracker, and this is our main attraction, the Nutcracker Soldier, and I'll just show you that in more detail. So we've got ears here and a matching wool popper, and the ears are red velvet on the front, and on the backs they are red sequin with a blue stripe, and they have little Nutcracker Mickeys in the centre with a little beard, which is my favourite bit. And then they've got a gold braid and buttons to be like the Nutcracker Soldier outfit, and the little hat has got gold beads on as well. So that's the ears, and the wool popper is red velvet and the matching gold braids. Next one is the Mouse King, which is another Nutcracker character, and I've gone for a similar design here, this time with a deep green velvet and silver braids and buttons. And this one has got lovely green sequins on the back, and they're that really deep green that matches the velvet. So this is a new colour in our shop, and I love it. Just zoom in on the details here. We've got a Mickey shaped Mouse King with a little crown which has some jewels on it, and on the back they have a silver metallic ribbon, and again the wool popper is the matching green velvet with the buttons and silver braids. Okay, so sticking to our Nutcracker theme, the next one we have is the Snow King. This is the third of our Mouse King trio. So this one is the Snow King, and we've got a little Mickey snowman in the middle with a glittery crown and pearls, and this one is white velvet on the front with white sequins on the back and a gold metallic ribbon and gold buttons on the front of this. I've actually had a bit of a problem with the buttons because I used them all on the prototypes, So I was a bit worried I wouldn't actually be able to add them to my shop because I just found it really hard to get the buttons. But I've managed to find some similar ones. So if you order, I think I've got enough for one of each in the original buttons, but then I have found some nice buttons that I can do others with. And I'll just show you quickly the ones I'm wearing. These are also Nutcracker themed, and they are the Land of Snow. So they are a pale blue velvet with an iridescent blue bow. And I think this is one of my favourite sequin colours. It really catches the light nicely, and it's just a beautiful colour. And on the front here, we've got a 3D snowflake. And on the back, we've got a Mickey shaped snowflake. Well, 3 snowflakes. And the backs also have the beautiful sequins. So I think I prefer the backs on these because they're just super sparkly, and yeah, I love them, which is why I'm wearing them, because they also match my my spirit jersey that I'm wearing. So I thought they were a good match for that. Right, the next one I want to show you is the, well, 2 similar ones. It's the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Dewdrop Fairy. So this one is the Dewdrop Fairy, and it's a lovely pale pink with fluffy marabou feathers on the front, and also on the ears. If I just take them off, so you can see these are trimmed with the fluffy marabou feathers, and on the back as well, and they really have that like wintry feel, which is what I was going for, as they're part of our winter collection. So yes, these ones are inspired by the Dewdrop Fairy, who I think it's usually in pink, like the ballet outfit. So that's why this one, I've just gone with pink. And again, I love the iridescent sequins on this bow. It's another really pretty colour. So that is our Dewdrop Fairy. And the purple is our Sugar Plum Fairy. So same design, but this time in purple. So I've got the velvet on the front with purple ribbons and feathers, and on the back the purple sequins. And that seems to be a theme I've carried on through most of the years in this collection. I've gone for velvet fronts and sequin backs, because velvet's like a nice fabric to use for Christmas. It's got that richness and it's a nice wintry fabric, but it's also nice to have a bit of sparkle. So party time on the backs. I might be talking a bit of nonsense, but makes it more interesting maybe. So the wool popper matches the ears. We've got the nice velvet on the front with the ribbons, and then the purple sequins underneath, and the iridescent purple on the sides, and the purple fluff. So it has that wintry feel. I also thought this was a bit like a tutu. So as they're inspired by the Nutcracker ballet, I thought like tutus and fairies, that's sort of what I was going for with the theme. Okay, so the last of our Nutcracker ones is the one I showed you on a previous video. This one is the Mother Ginger ears with the Polychinelle wool popper. So I'll just go through this quickly in case you didn't see the last video. This one is inspired by the Nutcracker character Mother Ginger. So I've done a mini gingerbread in the middle, and I've made some candy canes which I've put in heart shapes, and on the back I've got the Polychinelles represented by the little Mickey faces, and a candy swirl in the middle as Mother Ginger is from the land of sweets, I think. I don't really know the ballet. And then the wool popper, we've got the Mickey faces, which represent the Polychinelles, who are dancers that come out from under Mother Ginger's skirt. So the wavy line is supposed to be the frills of Mother Ginger's dress. And yeah, that's the Polychinelles coming out of her dress, or that's the inspiration. So we've got another Christmas one, not really a Nutcracker one, but this is a tartan and white velvet design. So we've got white velvet ears with a tartan bow and a green bead trim, and we've got holly leaves and berries on the front and on the back of the bow in a hidden Mickey shape. And the wool popper is white velvet with tartan and a nice red velvet ribbon across the middle. So with my wool poppers, you don't necessarily have to have these ears to go with them. Like, I try to make them to be versatile, so they could go with any ears or like a wide variety of ears. So if you've got any like tartan ones, they would probably go well with this. Right, the next one I want to show you is the Cozy Santa. And I call this one Cozy Santa because the back of the ears is a nice fluffy fleece material. So it's nice and cozy and has that like warm wintry feel. And it goes nicely with the red velvet here, and you just see like a bit of the fluff peeking out. So it reminds me of like the fur on like Santa's outfit. And then this wool popper was actually one from our collection last year, but now we've got ears to match. So if you do want to buy the set, you can. The next one is our golden glitz ears and wool popper. I'll just turn that a bit so you can see how it sparkles, because this one is super sparkly. I'll just take the ears off. So these have got gold velvet on the front with a gold iridescent bow, and the back is the gold iridescent sequins, and then these ones are decorated with lots of golden flowers and berries and festive golden bits. So this is one of our more ornate pairs of ears. So with these ones I tend to do them ready to sell, as they usually end up a bit different from each other. So I'll put them in the shop one at a time as I make them. So this is the first pair. I've got lots of berries and stuff to do, like reds and greens as well. So that's what I was hoping to do, but so far I've not had time. So hopefully I'll have time to finish those and I'll get them in the shop as well. So this wool popper is great because it will go with lots of different ears. It's a plain gold that's in holographic sequins, and I've got like a band of diamonds, which aren't really diamonds, but some kind of sparkly jewel on the front, and then I've put a row of gold beads around the edge for some extra bling. Okay, so this one is a mix of new and old. The wool popper was in our Christmas collection last year, and I think it was one of my favourites, so it inspired me to make these ears, which are a similar kind of pattern. So I'll show you the wool popper first. This was supposed to be like inspired by a Christmas tree, so it's like green, and then the gold thread is supposed to be like fairy lights, so that's like the wire, and then the Mickey heads are supposed to be like lights, even though they don't light up, but that was the like theme behind it. So this was called Tree Lights, and that inspired me to make the Tree Lights ears, which again have the green with the gold thread. And this is just like a random, or it's supposed to look like randomly placed gold thread with a few Mickey heads representing the fairy lights on a tree. And then on the back, I just quite liked the gold on its own, to be honest, so I left it without the Mickey heads. So just the green and gold I thought looks quite nice. And then because I was so pleased with these ones, I decided to make them again, but in red. So here I've flipped the colours. So I've got the green on the bow and the red on the ears. And then I've done the gold thread and Mickey beads and the gold on the back as well. And I'm displaying the red Tree Lights ears on my elf wallpaper. And this was another favourite from last year, which has made a return to the shop. And hopefully you can see it's supposed to be like an elf. So I've got a couple of little beads on there as buttons, and then a glittery collar and belt. So the last one on my wall display is the Tartan Sherpa ears. So these have got the tartan fabric on the ears and a big fleecy bow, which is super puffy. And then on the back, I just finished it off with some holly leaves and a little hidden Mickey. And they're on this wallpaper, which again has the fleecy fabric and a tartan ribbon and red sequins around the edge. So this was one from last year as well. So that's everything on my Christmas ear wall, but I've still got a few more wall poppers to show you. So this is a new one this year, and I've made it to go with the Christmas ears that are on Shop Disney, which I just missed out on. I hesitated and then they weren't out of stock, so I don't have the ears, but I will insert a picture for you to see what ears they are intended to go with, although they would probably go with a variety of Christmas ears. So I've done a red velvet back with a dark green edge, and they are holly leaves arranged in a wreath shape, and then they've got Mickey berries and some white pearls. So this one is an alternative to go with the same ears as the previous one. So I've taken this snowflake shape from the pattern on the bow. So if you look closely at the bow, you'll see this shape, and then I've spiced it up a bit with a few like snowball pearls. So this one's another new one for this year, and I made it with the Loungefly snowman ears in mind, which has a bow like this. But I think I've got multiple pairs of ears that will go with this, so it's versatile. Actually, I'll just show you. I did get these ears from Ear All About It recently, and I was going to do a magic mail with them, but I'll just show you that on this because I think they go really well together. I will have to do another video that shows my Christmas ears that I've bought from other people. So these are just the ones I've made, but I do have a large collection of park ears and ears from other small shops. But I'll do that separately because we don't want to be here all day. So this one is our Christmas cookie design, and I made it to go with the new ears that are in Shop Disney, which have the Mickey shaped Christmas cookies, and they have a stripy headband, so I did stripes around the edge and tried to decorate them with the same sprinkles. So the last of our new wall poppers for this year is the candy cane one, and this has got the candy cane fabric and red sequins. So again, this one is quite versatile and will probably go with a whole load of different Christmas ears. So this is the one that I've been using with these ears. This is actually our Ice Queen design, inspired by Elsa. So this has been in our shop for a while in our princess collection, but I was going to make a new wall popper for these, but they just went perfectly with this. So I thought, why bother making a new one when this one already exists? So this one uses the same iridescent blue sequins, and you've got a glittery snowflake with some little pearls and painted details. This is our Christmas pudding design. It was in last year's Christmas collection and I'm bringing it back. And the best bit is the hidden Mickey in the berries. This was another popular one from last year. It's the peppermint swirl, and it goes very well with any kind of candy cane ears really. Got red and white on the front and green edging. This one is our Mickey gingerbread design, and the paint on his face here is supposed to be like icing. So I've used a 3D paint, so it's got that raised look to it. So hopefully it looks like icing. And that's got a red edge. Then I've got two similar designs, and these are both green, but one's a dark green and one is a lighter green, as you can see. And they've got these little beads stuck on, so they're supposed to represent like baubles on a tree. This one is my Christmas jumper design, or if you're in America, I think they call them ugly sweaters, but in England we would just say Christmas jumper. So the last one I'm going to show you is the gingerbread castle, and this one was from last year's collection, and I've not actually added it to the shop this time round because I can't find that colour foam, and it was also quite time consuming. So I don't know, maybe I will add it a bit later. I'll see how the other things go first. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I've got the time to make these ones again because they are quite labour intensive. Let me know whether you think I should put them back in the shop and if you would like to buy one. So that is everything in our Christmas collection. Hope you've enjoyed watching it, and if you would like to buy anything, then check out our Etsy shop. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.